You are great, yes, you are holy one. Walked upon the sea, raised that dead, reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great. You are great, yes, you are holy one. Walked upon the sea, raised that dead. You reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great. You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
Oh yeah.
You are great.
Say you are great.
You are great.
Say you are great.
You are great.
Everything, yeah.
Everything about you is great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
Oh, you are great. You are.
You are great.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
are great.
Say you are great. You are.
You are great.
Worship you today.
You are
Hey,
great.
everything.
Everything about you is great.
Worship you today. Give him all the praise. Yeah. My
Wow, I can play that song over and over. I hope you guys knew exactly what that meant, which some people, it might just go right over their head. But peace and blessings, guys. Welcome, welcome to my podcast, Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I hope you guys understood when I had went ahead and played that intro. If you don't, believe it or not, you're going to sooner or later understand what it meant. So make sure you go ahead and play back that intro. But I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about all the stuff that is going on, especially when it comes to our people. But I know you guys had saw it's all plastered all over the internet, all over news, and caught this right here on the shed room where it says that Sean King had went ahead, not Sean King, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, he went ahead and he had settled, the lawsuit the civil lawsuit that Casey had put on him, which, I already know all that. Guys, when I come on, it's not, just to entertain you. I could be coming in, in the spirit. And some of you guys, it might just go clean over your head, just like with the intro, but I'm not just going to hold back, I'm just going to just do exactly how, the Lord allowed me to go because you guys know I've been talking about all this stuff. None of this right here of what I am talking about, it's nothing new. Let me go ahead and add this, because some of you guys may not know exactly what I'm talking about. But I had saw where Casey, she went ahead and she went and dropped the civil lawsuit, which yesterday I went ahead and I made a video and I knew that, and I'm going to sell legend, like I said there and say, it's our opinion at the end of the day, and we all have one. But if someone had did something to me that disturbing, the way that, she had put in her in that deposition or whatever, she had, it was like 35 pages long of all the gruesome stuff that she said that P. Diddy did to her. And just all of a sudden, less than 24 hours, went ahead and dropped it. Come on, guys, make it make sense. I see my girls in the house. Starbucks love her. She says, "Welcome everyone to Real Talk with Lady D." Thank you very much, Star. But this right here, guys, like I said, this is what I call end times. And when it comes to our people, our God and goddesses, you're not going to get a pass. You're not going to get a pass. What the Most High God is doing, He's bringing you to open shame because you know all this stuff. And by you sitting there, wants to hang around unequal yoke people and act like the world, then this is the results. This is exactly what's going to happen. And some of you guys, like I said, especially when it comes to our people, it's going to go clean over our heads. And the reason why is because we have forgotten where we came from. We are so far gone. Just like with the intro, when I had the intro of the coffee, we are melanated people. That's what it means. We, like I said, do your research. Do your research. We are Omega. We are Alpha and Omega. We are the beginning and the end. Without us, nothing exists. I see Starbucks said he can't afford to go to court. No, absolutely, he can because he's a billionaire. He can. But the thing about it, money talks. When you got the money, money could make anything go away because where we are into this system, what I call Babylon. Now, if it was like the average joker, oh, you would have saw helicopters. You would have saw they went and read his house. No way in the world that one day he would have gotten away with it. They would have been arrested him. But when you got money, you can make anything go away. And like I said, all this right here, all it did was just open up the Pandora box because I'm pretty sure that more is going to come out the woodwork. Many, many more going to come out. All she did was she just opened up the door. They just needed a little crack. And they're going to try to get some of that money back because that's what they do. That's exactly what they do. And we know all this stuff. We know the minute when we get one dime, they want to cut up that dime. If we get one penny, they want to cut up that one penny. So right now, P. Diddy, he got to pay the piper, which I thought, it was going to be Jay-Z next. Because look like every season it's like the hunt for the black man. I see Starbucks said he has no idea what a can of worms this lawsuit has opened. Yes, yes. But like I said, he's going to pay a lot of money out. So he's going to close a lot of mouths, and I'm pretty sure Casey got exactly what she wanted. Her and her Opie, most likely Opie probably told her how to play the cards because that's exactly what they do. But when you wants to go out and hang around unequal yoke people, yes, they are beautiful. That's how the angel light comes. Jezebel was a very beautiful person. But when you allow yourself hanging around and casting your pearls to these swans, that's exactly what's going to happen. They're beautiful on the outside, but inside, they are like raven wolves. They are like raven wolves. So let me go ahead and read some of this stuff because some of you guys may not know exactly what I'm talking about. And also, when it comes to my platform, it looked like a lot of people don't understand about me. But like I said, in here, I take the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. And all this stuff right here, like I said, it's time for our people to wake up. The Most High God, He was just giving me revelations on top of revelations, and telling me to tell our people, it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to come out of her. So let me see if I can go ahead and pull this up right here. Let me go ahead and see if I stop this because look like about now I should be knowing exactly what I'm doing. I would love to come on and cam up, but for some reason I always go into the matrix. But let me see if I can read this right here for you guys right quick. Starbucks says karma always comes when you least expect it. Absolutely. And the reason why, because like I said, y- they go out there and they make all that money and they lose their mind. And we wondering why, we struggling. Why, it looked like everybody gets ahead of us. It's because when we get the money, we don't know what to do. This money is not for you to go out there and squander with the pigs. Your money that the Most High God have put in your lap is for you to sit there and help build up your community, help build up your people, not for you to sit there and cast it to all these swans, to these vultures. Don't you know? I be telling you guys all the time that there are people that are assigned to your life to make your life a living hell. You thinking that you going to get away with all the stuff that you are doing, or these people they love you? No, these people does not love you. These people, which I keep telling you guys, they are planted in your life. They will make you a millionaire, even if they want to make you a billionaire. Because sooner or later, when you don't pay the piper, what they're going to do? They're going to pull the rug right from under you. That's exactly what they're going to do. And they're going to bring you to open shame. So let me go ahead and read this right here so I could go ahead and get out of this right quick. But this right here is coming from the shed room where it says that Diddy lawyers release a statement following Casey lawsuit settlement. Just so we clear a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, it is no way an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle a lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat out denying of the claim. So what they're trying to say, just because he went ahead and settled out, it doesn't mean that he did something wrong. I guess pretty much they're trying to say he just want to go ahead and you know get get over it. But who going to give someone $30 million just for that person to go away? Because P Diddy, he knew that sooner or later more people is going to come out, which I'm pretty sure, just like 50 Cent has said, which I'm gonna go ahead and read what he said. 5432, more people is going to come out. But right here it says he is happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Mrs. Ventura the best, and that's coming from P Diddy's attorney. Now you trying to tell me that P Diddy is happy to go ahead and dish out $30 million? Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. So let me go ahead and add this right here, because I just want you guys to see all this stuff right here. You can go back into all my old videos. If I'm not mistaken, I think Starbucks was on my platform when I had talked about all this. I even brought up Sean did it because I saw all that in the spirit. And it's going to be more going to fall like dominoes, more going to fall like dominoes. Because, like I said, the Most High God have had enough of our people. You can't keep sitting there or going back and squander. It's like a dog going back into his vomit. You're going to have to choose either you in or you out. And that goes for all of them. The Most High God is bringing them to open shame. I even told you guys to go and tell Tasha K to pump her brakes. You can't continue putting new wine in old skin. You got to change up. Tasha K is trying to put all that old wine back into that new skin, and it's not going to do. When you do something like that, what it's going to do is going to burst. I see my girls in the house, beautiful butterfly. How are you doing? Yes, indeed. Guys, thank you for coming on. But like I said, this is real. And I cannot get real than this. And I know when it comes to all the stuff that I bring to you guys. Some of you guys may not understand because you guys are looking for people to stroke you, but I'm not here to stroke you. I'm here to tell you that this is it. No more of people sitting there trying to tickle your ears. You cannot get away with all the stuff that is about to happen. And I told you guys, over months ago to go and tell Tasha K to pump her brakes. Pump your brakes, Tasha K, before something going to happen. And I wish no bad to happen to Tasha K. But if the Most High God have uh, getting you out of all this stuff, and you still thinking that you can do the same stuff that you are doing, no, because now what is happening is the ones that's in your camp, the ones that in your camp is the ones that's going to bring you to your knees. And just like, and I tried not to get into all this drama, but when it comes to Chelsea, Chelsea got all the ammunition that she wants, that she needs to bring Tasha K down. And like I said, it's just so sad when we got a bunch of Judases that's in our camp. And I saw all that in the spirit. And I'm just, like I said, my channel is not for everybody. But I saw something that was raising up in Tasha K's life. I saw that black cloud that was around her. And I knew where the enemy was. The enemy was not the ones that she could shut the door on. The enemy was the ones that was in her camp, the one that broke bread with her, the one that slept with her. Those are the ones that's going to bring her to the knees because God has given Tasha K so many warnings. He told Tasha K to pump your brakes. Stop thinking that you can put that old steel wine into new skin because you're about to burst. And as you can see right now, she had a bunch of snakes in her camp, and one that was so close to her, one that broke bread with her. Those are the ones that's going to bring you to the knees. Those are the Judases. And like I said, you got to change position. You can't continue thinking that you can do the same thing over and over and that you're going to get away with it. So all I can sit there and say, when it comes to all your followers, your subscribers, if they really love you, then they'll say, take a break. But some people, when it comes to money, the love of money, they just can't stop. They got to continue sitting there, they want more. They never satisfied. But as you can see right here, when it comes to P. Diddy, all P. Diddy doing right now, and he's saying he's happy about it. All you did was just made Cassie and her husband made them happy, putting money back in Maslow hands. That's what we love to do. We love to put money back in Maslow's hands. All of the money that we get, it always goes back into the hands. Why? Why? Because we thinking that now that we have arrived, that we could continue playing on the devil's playground. No, it's not going to work like that. It's not going to work like that. And what he said, we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best love. Yes, they're going to be happy. And I saw right here, I can't see it real good, but it says that 50 Cent react to the news of Diddy being sued by Cassie for the big R physical abuse and sex trafficking. And he said, 50 Cent laugh out loud. He paid that money real quick. It should have, he should have done that before the sharks saw the blood in the water. I can't hardly see it. And here they come in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every woman put his hands on. It's absolutely true. They're going to come out the woodwork, which most likely he had them all to sign an NDA. But we already know when it comes to these contracts, especially when it comes to us, these people don't care about that. In that case, look at Bill Cosby. How Bill Cosby, how he went ahead and tried to settle things out with all of his accusers. Didn't they come back on Bill Cosby? Yeah, they came back on Bill Cosby. And that's like 40 some years ago. But they came back and they was able to present all that stuff in court, especially when it's a black man. When it's a black man, they don't care what kind of contracts you got set in place. They'll break all types of rules to make sure that they put you under the jail because that's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. because we know that we cannot continue walling with the pigs because we are God and goddesses. We can't continue acting like the world. We cannot continue acting like the world. And like I said, money is sometimes the love of money. I'm not saying, it's evil. No, money is not evil. But the love of money, if it got to make you lose your mind, yes, it is. I see my girl says that, oh, you better believe Pete Nasty is done. And like I said, I hate to laugh, but it's pretty much, he's gonna continue paying. He's gonna continue paying to shut these people up. And I'm pretty sure that, he's not the only one. It's going to be more because what you have done, you have taken the mark of the beast, not knowing that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. I tell you guys all the time, all this stuff belongs to us anyway. So why are you trying to sit there and break your neck running after stuff that belongs to you? And I even told you guys, even it was a guy, I can't think of his name. He was a Jewish guy where he said he don't mind paying black people millions of dollars if they're going to sit there and do the stuff that they are doing now. They'll pay our people all this type of money to make them look like a fool. And when you don't dance by their music, what they're going to do? They're going to go ahead and they're going to pull the rug right from under you. And as you can see, that's exactly that's exactly what they are doing. So, like I said, the money always ends up back in our oppressors' hands. Always ends up back in their hands. It never fails. And sometimes, like I said, people, they sit there and they'll come into your life, you thinking that you getting away with it, all the stuff. No, these people, just like with Kanye West and his wife, the lady that he got right now, how he treating her, they saying treating her like, she doesn't even exist. Got her out there, acting like a fool. But like I said, she's sitting there taking all that stuff in and waiting for the right time to go ahead and strike. And that's exactly what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do. But like I said, I don't blame nobody but our people because it's time for us, it's time for us to wake up. And I saw that in a dream. We hate each other. We hate ourselves. We are tear up each other. We can't even stand each other. And just because the other ones come in your face, smile in your face, and look like they kind, but like I said, most of them come in like wolves in sheep clothing. Keep living with them. And sooner or later, you're going to see the true them. But our people don't see it. So this is the punishment. So what you see right here is a punishment. And it's going to be more that's going, they're going to go after more. But I don't know, guys, if you're familiar with, I want to read a little bit of Hebrew to Negro, Wake Up Like America, and that's by Ronald Dalton Jr. They tried their best to go ahead and shut them up because every time when our people, start talking about, waking our people up and speaking truth, they're going to do any and everything to go ahead and try to shut us up. But I want to read a little bit about, what he had put in one of the books, which I'm going to go and do some story time because it's time for us to come out of these grave clothes. I see a beautiful butterfly says that I don't believe that BS. I think KK is putting out that BS. I don't know who is KK. I don't know who she's talking about when she say I think KK. I guess she's talking about Kim Kardashian. And I see where Starbucks lover says there's no NDA that can keep me quiet and you are abusing me. Well, absolutely. But see, I mean, I was watching some of this stuff on YouTube. I haven't watched this girl, and it was my first time this morning. Uh, Chris showing Rock. I was watching some of the stuff, where they're saying that she broke one of what the guy named that sing well he's friends with Tamar Braxton broke his teeth. I can't think what his name is, the one that has sung that Patty Pie. But I was watching some of her episodes when she was on this reality show, and I was seeing all this fighting, and I mean, her viewers was so high, and I say, what's going on with that? But you see, that's where our people at. Long as we acting a fool and showing you guys these maestro shows, we enjoy stuff like that. But when it's time for us to start waking up our people up, we don't want to hear that. Yeah, James Chana, yeah, Chana, yeah, is his name. Yeah, where Krishan Rock, I guess her name Krishan Rock, had broke his tooth. But I mean, people look like they enjoy seeing stuff like that. So I was looking at the profiles to see who the people are, and most of the people that was watching all that, it was our people. It was our people that was watching all that. See, we love drama like that. But this right here, Hebrews to Negro by Ronald Dalton Jr. Let me go ahead and read just a little bit of this, where it says, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." So if you don't know where you came from and you're not anchored, then you're gonna be tossed and fro. You're gonna continue getting into trouble and problems like this because you don't know who you are. And that's what it meant right there when it says a people without the knowledge of their past history, their origin, and their culture, it's like a tree without roots. And also it goes on and says that if a people do not know the truth of their heritage, then it hindered them from achieving the true greatness and the respect they once had. They replaced the truth with or without version, backed by lies to ensure the success of another nation's agenda, and the plans is almost foolproof if no one ever question anyone or speak up. People are discredited, humiliated publicly, made fun of, blackmailed, fired, threatened with bodily harm, or even mysterious killed for exposing the truth. See, people don't want to hear the truth. People would rather hear a lie. And also it says many famous, non-famous people have paid the price by the hands of Satan, doing for exposing the truth and not going along with the agenda Satan has for this world. And he started going on with Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, and Martin Luther King, and Bob Marley, J.F. Kennedy, and many more. So when you start talking the truth, people will actually take you out. So that's why we got all this buffoonery. We got all these fools sitting there acting crazy, losing their mind, because that's exactly what the power that be he wants to portray us as, not knowing that we are gods and goddesses. They know, but we don't know. Because if we knew who we were, then we wouldn't be acting like the world. But right now, God is giving us a chance to just repent, come back. Because if not, you're going to continue finding yourself flat on your face. And that's exactly what's happening. So many of our people, they are falling flat on their face. You cannot enjoy. You would never enjoy this money long as you dipping and dabbing in the things of this world until you wake up and realize who you are. Why would you want to spend $30 million just for someone else to be happy? Make it make sense. When you can take that $30 million and start building up your own community, schools, libraries, banks. But what's the purpose of having all that money? Then you got to go and give it back. That's just like with these bloggers. We got these bloggers that, made all this money, but they can't enjoy it. You would never make that type of money and enjoy it by tearing other people down. You could never do that. Beautiful Butterfly says it's the same old when you when you the history. Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm pretty much through, so I can go ahead and drop the link if you want to come on, guys. You're welcome to come on. But I just felt the need, to tell our people, you would never find happiness. You would never be able to keep all this stuff and sitting there living like the world because it have people that are assigned to your life to make your life a living hell. And aren't you sick and tired of giving your money back to massa? Like I said, nothing is new under the sun. We always got to give our money back to massa. When we gonna say enough is enough? When we gonna stop paying these people? When we gonna start building for our own people? But long as we start hating each other, it's gonna continue being like that. How you doing, my sister?
How you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you real good. How are you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while.
I know. I'm so sorry. I've been laying low and life is life, okay? But I'm so glad
Yes,
you're talking about this. Um, what I think is going over a lot of people's head because it has been a tumultuous 24 hours. If we're gonna be
that-
realistic,
I mean
the
24
whole
hours.
thing, yes, the whole thing with this P Nasty situation, aka P Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka Mr. Love, is a lot. But as once famously said by the great Malcolm X, the chickens have come home to roost.
Absolutely.
And I know a lot of people feel disappointed that she settled, but her whole objective went over everybody's head. Don't be disappointed that she settled because what she accomplished is so tremendous. And when I say the floodgates are now open and Diddy allegedly is definitely a marked man, y'all don't even begin to know. And see, people only know about Biggie and Tupac and Kim Porter. There's a slew of a whole lot of other people allegedly blood on this man's hand.
Hmm.
And a lot of people don't know how deep it is. But what Cassie did, we need to still pray for her protection, and we need to understand that what she did was for her protection. Everybody's thinking about the money, and I know I seen something you said earlier because caught one of your replays, and you said it's not the love of money. It's something you said, you know what I'm saying? But it made perfect sense.
The love of
It's not
money. The
money
love
that's
of
evil.
money.
It's the love of
Y-
money that's evil, right? And that's all
Yes,
people are
yes.
stuck on. But what went over everybody's head is this was about her safety and her family's safety. This was never about money. Because what people fail to realize is he was still antagonizing her behind the scenes. This was about her family and her safety. This was never about money. And everybody, so just don't be disappointed because what she did, she had to do for protection of her and her loved ones. You
So
see the
don't you
stuff
think
that was
that the
detailed in
protection
that 35 page.
so don't you think the protection would have been better to have him in jail with all the stuff that well in prison with all the stuff that she had on him
Listen, how
where
she,
even
he's not gonna go to prison. But hold
huh?
up, baby. He's not gonna go to prison from a civil suit. That's the other thing everybody keep missing. That was not a criminal suit. That was
Well,
a
why she didn't do a
civil
criminal?
suit.
Why she didn't look? This how usually people do. People usually do a criminal suit, and once they lose the criminal suit, then they go and file a civil suit. But
Y'all
it's like
gotta
she went ahead and did it
be keeping
backwards
the line.
because they usually do the criminal suit
No,
first, and then the civil suit gonna
Mm,
follow
mm-mm. When you playing checkers, that's how you would do it.
her. Hmm.
When you playing checkers, that's how you would do it. She's playing chess,
Well, she
okay?
won. I could tell you that. If she is
Let me
playing
tell you,
chess, she
and that's
definitely
what I
won.
want. That's why I said people not reading in between the lines. They keep saying, well, why she didn't do this and why she didn't do that. Read in between the lines. Y'all read it. He blew up a man's car in his driveway.
Wow,
Like I
I read
said,
that.
there are multiple people's blood on this man's hand. Y'all are still trying to forget the fine print. Y'all are leaving out the fine print. And y'all forgetting about if he signed into a 10 album contract, which is outrageous and absurd. Do y'all not think NDAs was involved?
Hmm.
Do y'all not think NDAs was involved? Did it ever cross to anybody's mind that the first NDA that she signed expired?
Yeah,
See,
that was strange right there.
y'all are not.
That was strange right there. A beautiful butterfly. That was strange right there when the expiration date was going to end November the 24th. It's like she had 8 more days. To me, it was like she was hesitating, and then unless she probably say, "Well, I'm gonna wait close to the end of the expiration date and go ahead and file that
Oh,
civil
because
lawsuit."
when was the new law passed? People forgetting there was a
Yes,
law passed that
yes,
was able.
yes.
Pay attention to where she filed the lawsuit, okay?
Mhm.
Not California, not Miami, not
New York.
Barbados, not London, not none of these places that she named that she was trafficked through,
Mhm.
but New York. Pay
Mhm.
attention to the law that was passed that made her able to do that. Once again, she is playing chess while everybody else is still stuck on the checkerboard.
Mhm. So do you
It's bigger
think
than
that?
money. It's bigger than
So do you?
money.
So do you think? Uh, do you think that they was putting that law in place? Went ahead and just because they wanted to go ahead and you know get Chelsea a chance to go ahead and file her civil lawsuit. So that's why they
Casey?
went ahead
No,
and
no,
put that in
no,
place
no, no,
because
no, no. No, listen, listen. See what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh my God, it's so like the stuff that people don't pay attention to and don't realize has a 360 effect and all connected. Before we even get to P. Diddy, Jeffrey Epstein, man of John. This is a $1 billion industry that he is connected to, that he tied her into. Like I'm saying, y'all got it's a 360 effect and y'all not paying attention. There are big players in this. This is why he settled. Y'all looking at it like she failed because she settled. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. She did what she was supposed to do because she needed to get out Dodge because now the floodgates is open and the connections to everything that he's connected to that has kept him protected for so long is bigger than Flynn. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all got
Mhm.
to get past the surface and y'all got to start thinking this is bigger. It's bigger. Y'all got to get past the surface. That law didn't just come in place because I heard that law. Have y'all not been paying attention to what's been happening? And let me tell you something. Allegedly, I'm gonna give you a prime example. That Barbie movie, you know how much money they put into that Barbie movie? You know
What
why they
Barbie?
put that money
Because
into that
I
Barbie
don't really
movie?
know. What can you
Right,
break it down
right,
for those that don't know
right.
about
That's
the
what I'm about
Barbie
to do.
movie? Because I
That's what
don't
I'm
know.
about to
I don't
do.
know. Okay.
That's exactly what I'm about to do, Mama. The reason why they put that all that money into the Barbie movie because they was trying to stop another movie coming out that was centered on the human trafficking. and especially of children and how it connects to Hollywood. It's called The Sound of Freedom. Look it up and look into it. They put all that money into the Barbie movie because they was trying to drown out that movie. That's why I say, yo, y'all don't even know what y'all are witnessing. And y'all are just hitting surface. Y'all are actually feeding into the propaganda. Because remember, when this was reported, 30,000 was mentioned, right? I mean, 30 million was mentioned, and everybody think that's what Cassie was asking for. No, 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 no. 30,000 was threw out there by Diddy's attorneys.
Mhm.
That's not what Cassie was asking for. She didn't give a money amount. But see, everybody's confused and thinking that's what she asked for because Diddy's attorneys threw it out there, and then everybody ran with it and put their own spin on it. It's like playing the
Yeah,
telephone
I
game.
did read that she didn't put a dollar amount. They went ahead and ran with that. Yes,
No.
I did see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta pay attention. It's bigger than Flynn, and y'all don't even know. Don't be disappointed that she settled because trust and believe when I tell you the floodgates is open. He's gonna pay for the blood that's on his hands, and it's beyond Biggie and Tupac. Not only are their bloods allegedly on his hand, Chris Lighty. Look up Chris Lighty. There's a lot of people's bloods that's on this man's hands. Y'all not even like it's beyond the surface. Please, y'all, think beyond the surface. Continue to pray for her protection because her life is still in danger. See that money, that settlement that she had to get that because the moves
Mhm.
that she's gonna have to make from this point on, she's gonna need that money to do so. Her life is still in danger. Her family's life is still in danger, but at least she left a breadcrumb.
Mhm.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
see. Starbucks has said she had to make sure that her family was safe. He might have called her bluff about the lawsuit, and she showed him. And also,
Period.
LaRonda Mitchell said they are going to take him down. Like you said, there are big players. I hope he doesn't end up like Epstein. And I think you just said that. And also, she said that she better leave the country. And I think you said something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. But
Wow.
yes,
And see, I don't really, get into the secular part of all this stuff. So, only I can just tell our people, you can't keep dipping and dabbing in things of this world because sooner or later, you're going to be exposed. You're going to be brought to open shame. And this right here, this is what you see. Now it's time to, go ahead and pay the piper. So, I only can talk about it from a spiritual perspective. I don't know really about, secular music and stuff like that. But I know that when, you get that type of money, no way in the world that you're gonna be able to have rest with it when you're still dipping and dabbing in the things of the world. And like I said, it's so much stuff that our people can be doing with that money. But what we doing? We catching it to swans, and sooner or later, this right here, this is the outcome. And as you can see right now, today it's P Diddy, and tomorrow who else next, but that's what it is when you start, taking the mark of the beast. And that's exactly what it is. I see where LaRonda says he's in trouble. The devil tricked him and now he's going to destroy him. You reap what you sow. Absolutely. You can't continue thinking that you're going to play on the devil's playground and you're going to go ahead and get away with it. No, and now
mm,
all eyes is on you. And all they was looking for, and I said that in the beginning, was looking for a crack. And now that that crack is open, the Pandora box is open. So now, just like everybody else is saying, more people is going to come out the woodwork.
that's what I'm saying, and that's why I said people. That's why I beg everybody, don't be disappointed in her, and don't fall for the propaganda. It was all about money. It's deeper than what we realize. Some of us, because I see it all. I see it all very clearly. I see it all very clearly. She's a mother now. She has to protect her family. This play was about protection. Trust and believe that. And do she deserve the money on top of it? Absolutely. He stole a whole decade of her life. Are you kidding me?
Mm.
Okay, now.
Girl, I'm just listening to you. Like I said, this right here, this is it. And what you're seeing right now, a bunch of them going to be brought to open shame. Leave these people money alone. You know, um, these people even got it into writing where it was, I can't think of this guy name. He was a Jew, where he went and exposed the plans of how they put all this money into the black community, and the reason why they doing it because they know that they could make these people buck dance, they could make these people sell their mom under the bus. They know they're gonna act a fool with all that money. So quite obvious, they just don't see it, and that's why they don't do nothing with it. Do you think
But
that
why
these
are they
people are
gonna
going to give you all this money and you're going to enjoy that? Heck no. LaRonda says that his blood is the water. No need to be disappointed in her. Her moves were calculated and powerful. She paved the way for others that are coming out. And it got to be
Yes,
calculated. That's what I was saying,
yes,
beautiful. It got to be calculated because
it
she had
is.
8 days before the expiration date to go ahead and file that civil lawsuit. So, and then the thing about it is that they went ahead and gave Sean Combs, they gave him the key to the city in New York, and a few weeks later, this charge came on him. So all this stuff had to be calculated.
It is calculated. And like I said, there's no turning back from this. There's no turning. Do you had you not seen everything that everybody pulled up in the 24 hours before it was settled?
Yeah, you talk about all the different people
The
that's coming out.
blood.
That's why,
All
what's his name?
this.
50 Cent say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 means that more people is going to come out, which I'm pretty sure that he had each one to go ahead and sign a NDA, But I see
Mm-mm.
where Starbucks says, "And most likely hinder her career." Now, I'm not gonna sit there and say hinder her career because, I really don't know these people from a can of paint, but I don't think that her career was
And
going
his
anywhere
career.
because I don't even think, talking about Cassie, I don't think that, she was her career was pretty much, one
Who
song, and
obviously has
oh
not
my
been
god,
paying
I heard the
attention.
way I heard the way she sung. Oh my god. LaRonda said,
People
"What
have
does it
not
profit a
artists have
man?"
not been
Absolutely. Rhonda says, "What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul?" He's done. And I be telling everybody, I come on and tell you what's the purpose of gaining all this stuff. You cannot build a solid foundation off of material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. People thinking that you can sit there and when you have all this money, that all your problems going to go away. No, it does not work like that. Because the same ones that's writing those checks to you is the same ones that's sitting there going to pull the rug right from under you. And as you can see, that's exactly what is happening. And also, she said she doesn't have to be concerned about any career at this point. Not at all. Trust
I,
me, she's
Lady
going to live
D, I was
good.
about to say, what career? Cassidy has been laying low ever since she left him. When you was somebody, what her career block? What career? Cassie don't want no career in this
Well,
industry.
no, I'm talking about, the little music that she came out with.
Girl, bye.
I wish
She
I could have
been
played,
not doing
uh,
music.
but I wish I could have played one of
She
the
been not
songs,
doing music. He been shut that down. Cassidy over here with her fine husband and them beautiful children. And like I said, she really just trying to mind her business and protect her family because he's still antagonizing her behind the scenes. See, that's what
Yeah,
she left out the
look,
paperwork.
look, not to cut you off. Starbucks said, "Well, J Lo can't sing either, and her career took off." Well, she's a good entertainer. Now, J Lo can dance; she could dance her butt off. But when it came to
Right.
the other one, she couldn't sing and she couldn't dance. Okay, now
Listen,
go ahead, butterfly.
listen now. You better tell it, Lady D. Two different lanes. Two different lanes.
Girl,
Yes, J Lo can dance her butt off. Okay.
I done, I done broke my nail messing with you guys.
You better get that
Just
super
got
glue.
my girl. I just got these nails done yesterday.
You better go back then. I
Thank
need a
you.
fix.
Yeah, but
Mm-mm.
just like I said, when it comes to our people, it's like when you going to get it. When you going to get it, if you keep dipping and dabbing in the things of the world and acting like the world and thinking that you on top of the world, then this is the
Baby,
results.
let me tell you something.
LaRonda said that she's the one he loved. Yeah, it always be the one that you love is going to bring you down to your knees.
Who? Who's she? She
Talking about
who?
Cassie, I guess Cassie. Cassie is the
It's
one
what-
that she loved. So I guess that's
No, no,
why.
no, no, no,
You
no,
don't think
no,
so? You don't
no.
think so? I think he
The
loved.
one he loved was J Lo. She the one got away. She
Oh
did
yeah,
what she
yeah,
had to do. Mhm.
yes, yes.
I said hello. I thought you said hello to me. Hi, hello,
Oh,
baby. How
oh
you
yeah,
doing?
he did love J Lo.
Yeah, he loved J Lo. J Lo the one that got away. You and his
Mm-mm.
fake love for Kim. That's all fake. That's all fake.
But I think he
Mm-mm.
really loved him. He loved it her as well. Because, for him to say now that, they can go their separate ways, they happy. Come on, guys, make it make sense.
He loved who?
But don't you know, Butterfly,
Hello,
I have
hello, hello, Lady D. Who did
hmm?
Cassie get away with?
What you mean who she got away with?
Who she got away with?
I don't know what you mean.
A white man.
Oh yeah, yeah, but you see,
Okay,
that's
then. Did he?
but you
Don't, he's
see,
still a nigga. He's still a
but you
nigga through and through.
but you see,
What?
that's the hurting part. Now that and that's why when I open up, all you doing is putting your money back on the plantation. It's ending back in your oppressor's hands. You making
Let
all
me
this
tell you
money.
something.
He's going to
That
sit there
man
and
had
he's going to
connections.
enjoy. Hold on, he's going to enjoy those $30 million. Make it make sense. Go ahead.
Who said it was 30 million? See, I
Well, it
told
could have
you.
been 30. It
Y'all
could have been
messing
more.
around. Y'all
It could
messing
have been
around.
more.
Diddy's attorneys threw out that 30 million. They said she was trying to black Diddy offered her 30 million. She turned it down. So everybody ran with it thinking that's what she asked for.
So you think it was
You see
more?
how that got mixed up? No, she didn't ask for no 30. She didn't ask for nothing. That's why if you notice, the settlement says undisclosed amount.
Well, she had to ask for something if she did a civil lawsuit. So she had to
Undisclosed
been wanting
amount.
something. But
Undisclosed amount, Lady
but
D.
they said before she had came out with the lawsuit that she well P Diddy had offered her 8 figures, and I guess she must have went
That
ahead and
was the
turned it
30
down.
billion.
I guess the
That's the
attorney
30
had came
billion.
out with the $30 million.
P.
Hey,
Diddy's
country girl.
attorney. P.
Hey,
Diddy's attorney. She
yeah,
never
that's what
asked for
I'm
an
saying.
amount. That's the propaganda. And see, that's another thing that's why I say P. Diddy's attorneys did do somewhat of their job. 'Cause everybody heard this 30 million and they assume this is what she asked for.
Yeah, I see
But
Starbucks say
you
Wendy
gotta
Williams
pay
must be
attention.
enjoying this.
She didn't
So
ask for
what
no 30 million.
what do Starbucks
That's,
mean when she said that Wendy Williams must be enjoying this? Because I don't watch all this stuff.
oh, because Wendy Williams been calling him out since her radio days, before she even got on
Okay,
TV.
okay.
Wendy Williams was calling Wendy Williams actually the first one to ever break the news that P. Diddy was down low.
Hmm. And we gonna say allegedly.
Back in the day when she had a radio show.
Hmm. Start no more than me on this stuff. But like I said, all I could talk about is just the spiritual side of
Stars
stuff.
like me, we
You
love
know,
current events.
huh?
Hmm. Stars like me, we love current events.
Star also said Wendy exposed him and lost her job in New York. Oh my God.
Yeah, she did. She had to go work in
Mhm.
Philly for a while. Hmm.
Wow. just by
Yeah,
exposing P Diddy. Now he's that powerful.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Hello, he
Mm.
blew up Kid Cudi's car.
And we gonna say allegedly. Everything on here is alleged. Okay.
No, the Kid Cudi is not alleged. Kid Cudi's spokesperson came out and confirmed. Yes, that happened. So ain't no alleged.
Well, I'm gonna say alleged on here, but also I had a feeling because I talked about this. I talked about this not too long ago, guys. Make sure you go ahead and check out my other videos on this right here. The minute when they went ahead and arrested this guy that said that he had knowledge of Tupac Shakur death, I said, they're going to find a way to pull P Diddy in, and show enough, this is exactly how they going to pull him in through this case right here. Because well, now that she dropped it, but still of all, the information is out there. The information of what she said is not going to go nowhere. So
No,
now,
no.
once they get him, they going to start bringing up all the stuff, about Tupac Shakur, and all this stuff just going to just hit the fan. Like I said,
Ah,
this right here, you know, this is
unfortunately,
big. This is big.
unfortunately, he's not going down for Tupac neither.
You don't think he's gonna go down for that?
Now he sold up them loose ends, but once again, he didn't sew up every loose end. Like I said,
Mhm.
y'all not paying attention, man. Y'all not paying attention. Everything's going over y'all head. Y'all not paying attention.
Well, only
There
I
is
think I could talk
more
about.
blood on his hand than just Tupac. Like I
Mhm.
said, look up Chris Lighty of Violator Music, right? You start there. Look up Kevin Stewart. Yo, the rabbit hole run deep.
Wow.
The rabbit hole run deep.
Mm.
See, the big names is not what's gonna get them. It's the names that people don't mention that's gonna get them.
Well, I just hope they go ahead and get the real big fishes, because our people, I don't give a care if they billionaires, they are not the big fish. So they need to go after the big ones, the ones that's really writing those checks, the big fishes, because
This is what I'm
it's
trying to
time
tell you.
for
They're not gonna get the
to
big fish
bring them to
because
open shame. It's
this
time to
is
bring
why.
them to open shame.
Listen to what I'm telling you, Lady D. This is why P Diddy is now dangling because the big fish sacrificed him. They're not gonna get the big fish.
Mhm.
The,
But it's
the
time
big
to
fish
expose the big
they
fishes,
put out
because
they sacrifice. The big fish put out they sacrifice. And see, P Diddy has been protected for a very long time, but he
Mhm.
pissed off one of them big fishes, and so now he will get swallowed by the
Wow.
great white hope.
Wow.
Yeah, best
But
believe it. Come
but
back to
it,
this
it
video, y'all. Bookmark this
but it,
video. Butterfly
but
Pretty
isn't
Stay
this,
530.
you need to open up your channel, girl. You a mess. But cause you got all the info. Star need to open up her one too, because you guys, all this stuff right here. I only could talk about
No,
on the
Lady D, I
fruit
got a channel,
aspect.
but I'm locked out of everything. But I'm working on it, and I'm gonna get back to it.
Yes,
Cause
yes,
man, I got so much I
yes.
want to say.
Well, you know a
Yeah.
lot about the celebrity news. I see where LaRonda had said that he dug enough ditches, and he's going to fall in them. And also, she said those big players are going to throw him to the wolves. Who know who coaches her? Wow, that's the thing
Right.
that I was saying. Because
Right.
sometimes people are planted in your life, and who to say that the one that she got right now, how do you know that she didn't have no pillow talks with him, and he had connections, to bring P Diddy down. Because, like I said, these white folks, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, they work together. We are the ones that cannot work with each other, but they work together. When they pat each other on the back, they mean I want to learn from you. But when we pat each other on the back, is that I'm gonna stab you in the back. So who to say that, all that is the connection, that she connected with to go ahead and bring P Diddy down. Because, like I said, these people are crafty counselors. And also, she said someone pushed her forward. So who is that someone? Is it the one that's she's still talking with? And do he know somebody? But like I said, when you
Absolutely.
play with
That's why I
fire, you're
told you.
going to get burnt.
See, but this is Lady D. This is why I pointed out to you.
Mhm.
Her husband is a white man.
Correct. Absolutely
That's why I
100%.
pointed that out to you because
And that's
yeah,
why I post that picture. I put the picture on my thumbnail. I wanted
mhm,
the people to catch on with that. You see? It was a reason why I did that. Quite obvious, she was pillow talking with him. These people gonna stick together. We the only
obviously.
ones that don't stick together. We the one hate each other. We the one that tear down each other. But when it's stuff like that to sit there and pull your pockets
That's
upside
the
down,
crab and
they gonna
barrel
come together.
mentality.
What you saying?
See, when we as a people understand and realize that we was, hold on, can y'all still hear me?
I can hear you real good.
Okay. When we as a people realize, because we're still stuck in the slave mentality, we still
And we
have the
still
field
is.
Negro, the house Negro. We're
Still
still
is.
crab in the barrel. Let me tell
Still
you
is.
something. The lady, the Megan Minkoff lady, you know why she rose? Because she stepped on two African American, whether you agree with them or not, they were still doing the legwork that a lot of big publications was not doing. And to spite them, other their own people, to spite them, put her on a pedestal.
Mhm.
And she's a covert racist.
But she
But
had to
because
step
they
on a black man's back in order for her to get where she's at. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Exactly. And now this
That's
woman
how it
is
always.
blowing up and everybody's going to her for the yo. And then but that's how crab in the barrel mentality that they have.
Mhm. But
We're
that's the
not
way
always
because
gonna agree. And we have to
no,
stop
but
thinking that we all gotta agree. And if we don't agree, then you gotta be canceled.
let me
That's
say
not
this right
fair. That's
here.
not right.
Let me say this right here, butterfly. But that's how it always works. And the thing about it is that our people just cannot see it. These people need us. Without us, nothing exists. And they don't see it because we've been at the bottom so long where we don't know who we are. None of these
Right.
people, I don't care who they are, can rise without the black man. Do you hear what I'm saying? No one cannot rise without the black man. Look, our own president of the United States. What's his name? I hope I forget
Every
his name.
president. How about you
Biden.
think about
What Biden?
every president
What
needed
Biden
the
said.
black people to
Biden sat
rise?
there and said that he need us. So quite obvious. Without blacks, they cannot get the positions. They cannot get the jobs. They cannot get the business. But when were we going to wake up? When we going to stop feeding these people and start feeding each other? Ain't nothing going to rise until the black man get into position.
Mm, mm. And but
Look, my
that
girl
that
said,
listen, because you're speaking facts, but the reality of it is we have to start arguing amongst each other. There's a
but you see,
mentality that has been embedded for generations that we have to get rid of. And we haven't even dealt with that. That's why we can't even decide if we want to be called black, African American, Afro American, colored. We do you notice that we still are people that don't have define how we define ourselves? But we're not monolithic. We can't be
but
defined.
long,
You
long
see
as
how
we
we
keep
still fight over what we want to be recognized as?
look beautiful. Long as we continue calling ourselves black, they're gonna keep our they foot on our neck because long as you saying black, that means that you don't know who you are. You don't know who you
Exactly.
are.
If you look up black in the dictionary, it's a dense hole.
That's it. And that's why they can continue working overtime on us because we are God and goddesses.
But
We are
then
Alpha
you
and
have
Omega. We are the
right
begin and the
and
end. Without us, nothing exists.
right. But then you still have
LaRonda
us too
said
that
that.
that want to be
What you
called
say?
African. We ain't all come from Africa. So that's what I'm saying. We can't even come together on what we want to be recognized as.
and that's why they
There's a
couldn't.
lot
That's
of
why they
work
don't
to be
take us serious.
undone. Right. That's why there's a lot of there's a healing that we really haven't come to, that we feel like we come to because we've overcome so many things, but there's still an eternal healing that we have not come to.
Yeah.
And that's
Laronda
why
says
we are
that.
still so divided.
Look what Laronda says. She says she better not trust her husband either. He was Diddy personal trainer. Wow. Look, I didn't even
No,
know
no,
that.
no.
So, like I said, all this the
He
dots
wasn't
are.
Diddy's personal trainer. Diddy hired him to work with her. He was never Diddy's personal trainer. Diddy
Wow.
hired that white man to work with her.
Yes, I believe, country girl, more are gonna come because now the Pandora box is open. But to hear
Period.
this information right now, where LaRonda says she better not trust her husband either. He was did his personal trainer, and I give that relationship no more than about 2 to 5 years. He's going to be suing her for everything that she has because that's exactly how it works. And the
You
court
know
is
what? I can
going to give
understand
him
that.
every penny.
That gives me the Nicole effect. So I can definitely understand that. But she was able to escape. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
And
this is uh,
we're dealing with times now where we're dealing with the lesser of two evils.
yeah, but to see the thing about it, it doesn't matter
And I
how
feel
we
like
think.
Diddy too, because I feel like he know too much information where he can also manipulate her because she was
Yeah,
too after coming out of that situation. So
yeah,
I definitely
but
understand where Rhonda's coming
yeah,
from with. Yeah.
absolutely. But all this right here, it was a money grab. It doesn't care how we try to spin it. All this right here was a money grab because,
No, no,
and I'm
no.
I'm going to
Oh,
stand on. I'm going to, like I say, we all have opinion. To agree to disagree. But if this guy
okay.
sat there and had me out there, uh, pimping me, allegedly what she put out there, and he sat there and he get off on watching other men sit there and do those things to me, and not only that, stomped her in her face and all types of stuff. No way in the world that I would sit there and not see his day in court. No way. No way. And then you sitting there, then you got somebody that hired a trainer according to what LaRonda said, and now you with that trainer. This man going to take her for every dime. I promise you. Beautiful. Country girl say, I believe he paid that personal trainer to keep her solid. That's why he met. Oh my God, you see, and you see how you guys sitting there opening up. That's exactly all this stuff is going to come out.
Uh-uh.
All
Uh-uh.
the stuff is going to come
I,
out.
like you said, we're gonna agree to disagree. It was not
Yes.
about a pay. It was about her protection.
Mhm.
I think y'all keep forgetting that she's a mother now, and her life can be taken. She's dealing with some real different type of players. It was not a money grab. It was about protecting her and her children.
Well, that's your opinion, beautiful, and I've given you the platform to say, and that's the uniqueness about it. But if I had to sit there and put in, and bet on this right here, to me, it's just kind of fishy. And now that LaRonda had came out and said that P Diddy had hired the white guy to be her trainer, and now she's married to him, you know, something is fishy. And in my favorite part's voice, something is not right in the buttermilk. This don't sound right, Ron. This don't sound right at all, beautiful. But I hear crickets. What's going on now? The cat
I,
got your tongue?
nah, the cat ain't got my tongue. I told you from the beginning to the end. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And you are right about something ain't right in the buttermilk. But I told you what's not right in the buttermilk. And I told you it's bigger than just her. It's a web.
Hmm.
It's a web that's still going over your head, as far as I'm
No,
concerned.
it's not going on my head because I
I feel like
realize,
it's going over your head.
nothing is new under the sun. And he's not the first and he's not the last that been through all this. All our entertainers, like I said, they cannot die with their legacy intact. Look at R. Kelly. R. Kelly was doing the same thing that Hugh Hefner was doing. Most likely he used to mimic Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner did
They
a lot of
always
stuff,
doing the
but
same thing
he get to
you have
die.
never
He get
doing.
to die in his legacy. Look at Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley, when he was with Priscilla, she was 14 years old, living in his house. But Elvis Presley gets
Right.
to die with his legacy. But the thing about it, our people is not going to die with their legacy because they're not going to
Mhm.
allow us to get away with it. Look at I was saying, and you got to walk on eggshells with this, with Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. All the money that he had. Now where's that money gonna go? It's not gonna go into the black community. It's going to go into her community. Look how now she's signing deals with all these colleges. And what about HBCU? Why she never signed deals with HBCU? See, they're not going to pour that money back into community because, like I said, these people are behind, especially when it comes to the black man. So when our black man is going to rise up and say enough is enough? So long as you sitting there, you worrying about all these type of women because they're beautiful and you think that they're better than somebody that looks closer to your mother, then this is the repercussions. And that's
Absolutely.
I only could talk about that part. I can't talk about the celebrity world because I don't know too much stuff about the celebrity world. But I know how to take this foolish stuff of this world to conform the wise. And what we are talking about right now is some foolish stuff because our people keep dipping and dabbing in the things of this world. And sooner or later, when you keep playing with fire, you're going to get burnt.
Well, there you go. That's why I said stop saying you don't know, because you know.
Look what Loranda said. Loranda said the standards will always be different for a black man. He's done. And also she said he better pray he escaped this with his life. Absolutely, because many people they
Ooh,
end up two places. They end up in jail or they end up 6 feet under. You cannot keep dipping and dabbing with the things of this world.
that's why I said
You can't keep
who
doing
you think gonna end up with his life? Diddy's over. That's why I said I don't know why y'all disappointed. Diddy's over.
it.
Diddy's over.
But I was
Cassie
pretty
did
sure.
what her job was, and Diddy's over.
Mhm. But I was pretty
Really?
sure that, how I saw in the spirit, because like I say, you know, I see all this stuff that's going on. And who I saw was going to be next, it was going to be Jay-Z. Now, how Jay-Z was able to, get himself out of the way from this rap, but I knew that it was going to be Jay-Z next. I didn't see P. Diddy. I saw him, but I saw because it's like our brothers are sheep for the slaughter. It's like we are on a hunt for the black man. Every season, something going on with one of our black men. And I saw in the spirit, I saw it was Jay Z. And look who it is. It's P. Diddy.
See, you're not wrong though, Lady D. You
16
gotta
went to jail
understand.
and they killed him. My God. You better
So
pray.
they say.
My God.
So they
Mhm.
say.
Probably be sitting on
But
the island, one of
you,
his islands
you,
somewhere.
you not, Lady D. You not wrong. Cause trust and believe he's up next. But you gotta understand there has to be a certain type of storm before the real storm. So he
But want me to
wasn't
tell you
right.
something? Hold on 1 second. I just saw this right here in the spirit. You know why it may have not been Jay Z because I saw in the spirit it was Jay Z, and you can go in. I don't know if I still have that video up because I took at least about 500 videos down. But the reason why maybe it's not Jay Z because they don't have someone to get so close to him because Beyonce is not going to say anything. So, and they are not going to let any and everybody in their camp. So that's what protected him. Now, if he didn't have that covering of this black sister, that's covering this brother, then he would have been next. So that's why he was able to escape. And the reason why Sean didn't escape because he's still out there messing with the kinker worms, the palmer worms, and the locusts. So that's what I see.
And you might not be wrong about that.
That's what I
Mm-hmm.
see. I only can go by the spirit because it's time for our people to wake up. And I also saw Tasha K. I've been talking about Tasha K for a while, right? And I saw Tasha K. Tasha K got the pump up
No, I
radio.
didn't.
Hmm.
No, I wasn't aware that you was talking about Tasha K too.
Yes,
Trasha
yes,
K. Mm-hmm.
yes. I talked about Tasha K. How it's going to be someone in her camp that was going to go ahead and bring her down. But like I said, this right here is the year of open shame. God is exposing them because you think that these people going to continue tearing down. They can't continue sitting there living the old ways and thinking that everything is okay. God is bringing them to open shame, and it's going to be many more, especially when you're not using your platform to sit there and wake up your people. You spewing all this stuff on your platform. All you're doing is keeping them asleep, and you're going to have to pay for all that stuff. There's so much stuff is going on. Look at
Mm-hmm.
all the rap music and all the stuff. All you're doing is leading these silly sheep to the slaughterhouse. So do you think that you're gonna continue leading God's
Absolutely.
people to the slaughterhouse and getting away with all this mess? No. What he's doing is he's bringing them to open shame. He's pulling the sheet
Mm-hmm.
right off of these wolves. And the thing about it, what's sad about it is that our people don't see it. Our people don't see that they only the silly sheep. They only the puppets. But the puppet masters, nobody's going to pull the curtains down and show their faces because they
To be honest
still
with you,
dipping and
I can't
dapping
even
in
say
those
that
things of this
they
world.
don't see it.
Huh? Go ahead.
I can't say that they don't. I can't say that they don't see it. I feel like a lot of them have the give up spirit. They see it,
It's
but
not
they feel
that
like
give
there's
up
nothing they can
spirit.
do
It's
about
that they
it.
love
Mm-hmm.
the shiny things. They love the material side of things. So that's why they can't come out. If you sitting there, you driving in the best cars, Rolls Royces and Maybachs and living in mansions, quite obvious, you're gonna continue signing your name on that dotted line. And that's why I say you cannot
Right.
continue
And
dipping
that's
and
my
dabbing in
whole
things of the
point.
world. They don't know how to
They
come
don't
out. They
see.
don't know how to come out of it.
Right. So I think we're agreeing, but we're just saying it two different ways. I don't believe that
Yeah.
they don't see it. I believe that they're willing to sacrifice it because they're that
Yes, absolutely.
high. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
Starbucks
why I
said, well,
said, oh, it's
Tarsha
not
has
that
a
they
lot
don't
of
see it.
dirt on this is what Star says that Tarsha has a lot of dirt on Cassie too. Cardi B, yep, yep, yep. They have a lot of dirt on
Cardi B,
each other,
right?
but that's the mark of the beast. No, let
Cardi
me go
B,
ahead and
right?
she said Cardi B medical records. Hmm.
Hmm.
But like I said, that's all
Hmm.
that right there. That's the mark of the beast. When the love of money, when you love money more than your integrity, then things like this is going to happen. But
I
you,
can't.
at the
I
end,
for
all
the
is
life of
just a
me,
dead rent, a dead road. What you said?
I and for the life of me, I really don't understand anybody that still believes Tasha K. So
It's a lot
anything
of
that come
people
out
that
of her mouth,
believes her. It's a lot of
nah.
people, and the thing about it is that our people love drama. Our people love their ears tickled. So long as you love and drama and you feeding these people, it's like a dog going back into the vomit, and people they love being in that slop,
So,
people not ready to
so
come
my
out of
question
it
is, what part? Okay, so if they believe her, why didn't they believe her when she said that she's a liar and she lies for clicks and views?
because we live in a world that love is on. And it's no such thing to the world. Like I said, a lie going to run faster than the truth.
Absolutely. I don't take nothing Tasha K say seriously at all.
Mhm.
She said who she was. That's what I take seriously. She said
And
who
and
she was.
and
And
like I
there's
said,
no way
I'm
in
not
hell
trying to
I would
put it.
support a Tasha K. And see, that's the part. That's a problem I have with my people. Oh, you wrong, but I'm gonna support you because you black. That's stupid to me. I'm not what? That doesn't make morals don't have a color. Morals do not have a color. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna support her because she's black and I know she dead ass wrong. Tasha K dead ass wrong. Dead ass. Black, purple, blue, orange, yellow, green. She dead ass wrong.
Mhm. Look
And there's
what
no way in hell I'm gonna
Starbucks,
support her.
absolutely, look what Starbucks said. Did it slip up? Jay Z covered up is that he's a family man, and that's it. That's why he's protected. That's why he protected. Now, if Sean would have married and had him a strong black queen to cover him, they couldn't have come into that fortified city. But when you sitting there, you messing with, like I say, these old cankerworms and these unfamiliar spirits, quite obvious they gonna bring you to open shame, and that's exactly what you see. See, people don't want to hear no kind of talking like this. No, I don't know anything that was going on, but like I said, look, my sister came on. She knows about all this stuff. Look at Starbucks. Look at all these people that knows about this stuff. I only could tell you about the spiritual side of stuff. You can't keep playing with fire because sooner or later you're going to get burnt. And the thing about it is, our people can't get away with nothing. Notice when we try to get away with something, we get caught, right? We
They
get
were
caught.
black.
But other people could do something. Look all the stuff that's going on right now, how these people are running with our inheritance and coming online and destroying our entire country. And they can won't even crack a smile as if they telling the truth. And we know that what we see and compared to what they are trying to tell us is totally different. But to them, their lie is true. But you try to tell that same lie, I promise you they're gonna throw you under the jail. LaRonda said the Bible speak of a strong woman. Yeah. And the only way that you're going to have a strong woman when you're going to have a true goddess is on your hand. And that's why I open up with that coffee. You sitting there, you want cream in your coffee. Some of these people, it might go over your head, but watch the beginning. Watch my intro. Just watch my intro. When you want that cream in your coffee, knowing that you got a beautiful melanated queen on your side, all you do is just weaken up that coffee. Once you put a little cream in that coffee, you weaken up that coffee. And do you think that you're going to be able to stand and call yourself a king? No, you're not a king. You are a beta male. Once you put that cream in that coffee, you weaken it up. And absolutely right, entangling with spirits. And that's what they're doing. You cannot
Oh,
continue sitting there being with unequal yoke people. You cannot continue being. My sister dropped down. Hold on, she back on. You on?
sick and demented.
Beautiful. Okay, yeah, drop. Yeah, intent. You there? Beautiful.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. And also, Rhonda said those women were after money and they got more than the bargain for by the means of a whorish woman. A man will be brought low. Absolutely. That's Bible. That's Bible. And that's
Mm.
exactly what those Jezebel spirits. Those Jezebel spirits are assigned into your life to take everything from you. You thinking that, oh, I'm holding back on these true goddesses, don't want to see us with nothing. We don't have no schools, we don't have no libraries, we don't have no banks, we don't have nothing. These people are breed. These people are breed to come into your life, to make your life a living hell, to take
Chaos demons.
everything from out of your community. Huh?
I told you they're chaos demons. They're harvesting energy.
Yes,
It's deeper. It's deeper than Flynn. That's why they go for young.
that's it. Yeah. But the
Look
thing
up
about it is
adrenochrome.
our people don't see it. What you say?
Look up adrenochrome. Just, mm,
Thing
man,
about it,
man,
our
man,
people
man.
don't
Let
see
me
it.
see. Oh,
But
they
girl, like
see
I
it.
say,
You
well,
keep saying they don't see it. I keep telling you they see it.
well,
But
they see it, but
they coming from not having, they coming from the most direst situations.
yeah,
You get
absolutely.
what I'm
Oppressed
saying?
people,
Their
oppressed.
vulnerability is being played on. Their vulnerability is what's being played on. They see it, but their vulnerability of wanting something different,
Yes,
of wanting to be seen, of wanting to
yes,
be able to eat every day. Like their vulnerability is different. It's not that they don't see it, Lady D. They see it, baby.
yeah.
But
It's just like
they think the sacrifice is worth it.
not knowing that they are selling their birthright.
Right.
You know, they
Right.
sell it. They
There you go.
selling their selling their
But
birthright.
they so hungry. This is how they know who to target.
Mhm.
They know who to target. They wouldn't come target somebody like you and me because we see through them. Me and you would never be a target. They know who to target. You get what I'm saying? And these people see it. Trust and believe, the ones that seen it, guess where they're at? They're not amongst the living no more.
Absolutely. Look at Malcolm X. Look at Marcus Garvey. You know, people like that, when they see the minute our brothers, our strong alpha males, they rises up, what they try to do, they'll do anything to tear them down. And that's why, they figure, oh, I can shut this person up, is by giving them money. They don't mind giving you millions of dollars if that's going to shut you up. But they got some brothers that's not going to take the mark of the beast. Some brothers is not going to, they can't buy them out. But most of our people have sold out. And that's why the Most High God is bringing them to open shame. Rather say, when you have a platform of that magnitude, it comes with a huge responsibility. We are blessed to be blessed, not to be wicked. Absolutely. Much is given, much is required. And sometimes, you forget of what your platform is for, where you start giving in to the massive. And when you start
Yeah.
giving into the massive, then sooner or later it's going to fall. And that's why we got a lack of Tasha K. It's falling, but Tasha K could come out of this. Tasha K can come out of it right now because she has 1 million followers. And if you got people that sit there is following you and saying they are for you, then they put their money where their mouth is. But what she got to do is she got to stop allowing so many people to get so close to her, and she can come out of it. Just like with P Diddy. P Diddy couldn't make it right. All he have to do right now is just what it said. You got to put all that stuff down, and you got to sit there and pick up your cross. Take that money. You done lost $30 million and put it in somebody else's pocket. Take another 30 million and start putting it into your community, and watch you come out of this. You can come out of it. But like I say, our people, they love to be entertained. They love to be stroked. So do you have anything else you want to say, beautiful, before I go ahead and shut it down?
No, other than thank you for allowing me to come up. I really
Girl,
appreciate
my
it.
pleasure, my pleasure. If you
Thank
want to
God.
come on, I might come on tonight. If you want to go ahead and talk about the show tonight, we can go ahead and talk about the show,
Well,
or
man,
tomorrow. Yeah, if you want to talk about tomorrow, go ahead and message me uh, on Twitter here if you want to come on.
yep,
We can
yep.
set up a panel here.
Okay, no problem. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Once again, thank
yeah,
you for having me.
you too.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, tune into my girl. Okay?
Yes.
We don't
Thank
always
you.
gotta agree, but as long as we
Ab-
respect each other and have an
Absolutely.
understanding, you know what I mean? That's all that matters. And I love Lady D. I found her
Thank
randomly
you.
one day,
Thank you very
and I've been a supporter ever since. I may not
thank you, and
always
I
show
love you
up.
too.
I may be watching when you think I'm not watching. So just always keep that in mind. But
Okay,
I
and
appreciate you
I
for
love you
letting
too.
me
I
up.
love
And thank you for coming on because I wanted to talk about this. So I really, really
okay.
appreciate you for allowing me up.
Girl, you got me with a big, big smile. Thank you very much. Because sometimes when I say,
No
Lord, feel like my
problem.
labor is in vain, where I just want to just give up and throw in the towel, then I have people
You know
like you
what?
guys.
And I've been there, and I understand that. So
Yeah.
I'm a support, and I'll be here. And once I get back into my channel, I'm gonna walk you over to my channel, and I'm gonna make sure I help support you. You know,
Okay.
I don't got much
Okay.
more than you, but I got a little bit more. And if they still there, we on the roll.
Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Love
Love
you.
you, girl.
Have a
All right. All
wonderful
right.
evening. You too.
Okay, thank you. Yes, indeed. Thank you very, very much. So, guys, look, I'm gonna close it down. I see LaRonda Mitchell. She said, "Great conversation, ladies. Thank you for coming on, LaRonda. Thank you very, very much." And I know she know about the word because she been throwing them words. Yes, indeed, and that's what it's all about. And always, my girl, Starbucks lover coming in, country girl, always holding the sister down. Thank you very, very much. And like I said, guys, when it comes to this channel, I try to stand on my truth and, stand on righteousness where I could take the foolish things of this world to conform the wise. Thank you very much. Oh, Lorana say I'm going to subscribe. Thank you very, very much. Yes, indeed. I take the foolish things of this world to conform the wise. Yes. So, guys, look, I'm gonna close it down because I had parathyroid surgery, and it sounds like my voice is about to give out. So I'm finna go ahead and rest a little while, and you all be blessed.